Hey guys, back at it again, do another weekend project. Today we're going to do something easy, simple, and fixable. We're going to change the rear brake pads on this 2018 Nissan Altima. Let's get started, guys. Okay guys, so once you have your vehicle on jack stands, you want to go ahead and inspect your rear braking system. So we're going to go ahead and change the brake pads. I just want to make sure that you also understand. Take the moment to check the rotor. If it's warped, or if you put your finger through it and there's a lot of these grooves or little bumps, definitely get your brake rotors turned, resurfaced. But if it's past the minimum specs, just go ahead and get a new one. So let's go ahead and change the brake pads, since I noticed that the brake rotors are pretty smooth. I don't see any reason to get them resurfaced or change. And since this is a 2018, I don't see any issues right now that's going to be a issue to change them out. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove this bolt. This is a 14mm bolt. Just going to do that real quick. This, and then the next thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and use a flathead screwdriver. We're going to compress a little bit the actual brake caliper by inserting your flathead screwdriver, and we're going to compress a little bit by pushing it a little bit inwards. So let's go do that real quick. Bear with me. Okay, and that should be enough to remove the actual, raise it up like so, like this. And the next step, you could actually just literally leave it like this, or you could actually slide it out like so. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and put it out of harm's way. And we're going to go ahead and get back to that in a little bit. But once that's out of the way, you can see your brake shoes. You can remove them. And you can see that they're very worn out. Hence, customer complain of a squeaky sound. Basically, it's, let's see. There you go. So now that you have this out of the way, we're going to go ahead and change the hardware. You see this top hardware here. We're going to remove that because this is the actual ceramic pads. This is a part number if you're interested. And this should come with the brake pads and also the hardware. So let's go ahead and just remove these. We're going to take these out. You can get a flat screwdriver. Pry them out like so. Do the same thing for the bottom. So let me go ahead and swap those out real quick. Now that we have this exposed, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down with some brake cleaner, so we can get a nice clean surface. And don't forget to have a catch pan there. And at the same time, I'm using a wire brush to kind of clean that part. So if you have any gunk, residue, we can just at least scrape a little bit off. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the hardware, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, I just want to show you how to insert these hardware pieces here. We're just going to put them in place and then push up like so. Just make sure they're nice and snug, and turn the rotor so that way we know, we can confirm that there's no rubbing against that this side here. Once that's secure, let's go and do that to the next step. Okay guys, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and clean the brake caliper. You see how there's a little bit gunk in here. I'm going to go ahead and spray some brake clean, and I'm going to go ahead and also use the wire brush to kind of clean a little bit of the gunk there. And I also encourage to wipe down the old grease from the sides here, and we're going to put some new grease as well, so it can be nice and greased up and it'll slide even smoother. So let me go ahead and spray some of that brake cleaner real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and just brush it down with that wire brush. I'm going to do that real quick and I'll come back. Alright guys, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and compress the caliper. You can use different methods. You can use some channel locks, or there's actually a special tool designed to compress those. But I'm going to, because I'm pressed for time, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my tools. That's going to make the job faster. Bear with me. Okay, less than 3 seconds. I was able to compress that piston, so it's all the way inside. And now I'm going to grease this part, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. And I've been using this synthetic brake caliper grease to grease up here. So I'm just going to put a small dab of grease. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Just gonna go ahead and get it nice. So that when I put it back, it's gonna be nice and lubricated. Alright, so let's go ahead and install the actual. Also check the boots, make sure that the boots are not torn or worn. It's a good time to inspect them. If they are torn or worn, definitely replace those. Alright, let's go ahead and get the brake pads. Okay guys, so I got the brake pads ready to go. So just a little advice, this brake pad's going to go on the outer side, and the brake pad with this little thing here is going to go on this side. And the reason for that being is because this is actually a little warning indicator when it starts to rub on the rotor, so make that squeaky noise on your rotor, and kind of warning you to change the brake pad. So this is always going to go on the inside. But before we install those, I'm going to go ahead and use Permtex Ceramic Extreme brake pad lubricant. I also recommend this. You could buy this at your local auto store for about 10 or 9 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and put some on the outer side, not the inner side, but the outer side for lubrication. All right, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. You can put a little bit, not a whole lot. Let me go ahead and open it up real fast. Just a tiny bit, like so. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this one. I'm going to go ahead and insert it like so. And I'm going to do the other side the same way. Like that. Alright, so once you have that, those two pads correctly seated, I'm going to go ahead and get the brake caliper here see if I can do this one hand. Okay. And this is the way that we took it out. So I'm just gonna put this, insert that lubricated part like so. See how it's inside? Then I'm gonna gently push it down, make sure the boot is not stuck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and also add a little bit of grease on this side. Alright, now that I have this bolt greased up, and again, this is a very crucial part. A lot of mechanics don't take the time to grease all these bolts, and it's very important, so that way the caliper could slide in and out every single time you depress the brake pedal. So again, this is an extra step that definitely take time to do it. And then you're gonna insert this and you're gonna tighten this, and I'm gonna put the torque specs up here in the screen for you guys. And basically this is how you do your rear brake pads. This 2018 Nissan Altima. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys liked it. Comment, subscribe, and other than that, have a blessed day, guys. Hope this helps you guys out.